Someone asked me in the comments what medicine I take, but before I talk about that, I just want to say I know my hair is really dry. I'm gonna condition it today, and my skin is both shiny and has dry patches. I know. Oof. Anyways, for the medicine I take the medicine that I'm doing the 42 days on is Prestique, which is a mood stabilizer, and it helps mostly with depression, but like with other stuff too. I thought I had anxiety. Oh, he's about to drop. Poor Bino. Um, but I didn't realize it was mostly depression. I explained it to my therapist of like when the air conditioning is on and you get used to the noise until it turns off, and then you realize, oh, I didn't realize it was on, or like I zoned out the noise of it. And yeah, so I've been documenting how today's day 8, and I feel even better. Like I woke up in the middle of the night last night and I didn't have any sense of panic at all, honestly. Like, maybe I felt a little antsy, but it wasn't like any heaviness or panic, so that's amazing. Um, but yeah, other medicine, I was also prescribed buspirone, which is, so Prestique is daily, and you're supposed to take about around the same time every day, once a day. I am, not you. And then buspirone was a twice a day medicine around the same time every day. I got lazy and I just took both at the same time. Yeah, which is not, it wasn't the best move. But anyways, I'm just gonna see how I do on Prestige first. I've said this many times, and then add the buspirone if I feel like the anxiety still needed. Like the anxiety is at a point where it needs like another medicine. And then I was also given hydroxine. I think I'm pronouncing it right. It's an antihistamine. I did not pronounce that right, but that was given to me as an as-needed anxiety medicine because doctors are very hesitant to prescribe benzos just because of how addictive they can be and all the other stuff that comes with that, and it can make anxiety worse if people become dependent on it. So I get that, but that one, um, so I don't really have a note to give. Well, with Prestige and buspirone, I think it was mostly buspirone that like you really have to take it at the same time every single day, or you would feel like I would feel like withdrawal symptoms, and that was a part of the reason why I didn't like it. But again, that might be why they prescribed it twice a day rather than just once a day. So like it wouldn't be a full 24 hours between dose, but I didn't do it that way. So if you're prescribed buspirone and it's twice a day, really follow that. Duh, but really. And then back to the hydroxine, that one, it was supposed to be immediate, like within 15 to 20 minutes is what I was told, but I didn't have that. Maybe if you feel like panic about to start and you take it right then, it might have that quickness. But for me, it was like a delayed effect. Like it was hard. I overthink, and I would think like, is this anxiety starting? Like So for me, it would take like 40 minutes for me to really feel anything. So that made me think like I had to take more. I was prescribed it like at 10 milligrams. But the thing, 10 milligrams is fine, but like if I would start taking too much, I would get sleepy. I could take up to 4 a day is what my prescription said, but that's like, you're going to sleep, like you're not doing much for the day, and I wasn't going to be doing much, yeah. But it did take away the sense of like, it just kind of relaxed me. But I found, rather than waiting for a panic to happen, that one best helped me. If I knew like there was just a high chance for me to be panicking, to just take two when I went to bed, like 2 or 3. And then when the panics, were less, I would just take one before I went to bed. And it gave me very weird, vivid dreams, like super detailed. And some of them were really creepy. None of them had to necessarily do with my trauma itself. But I don't know, it's just like this whole other world was created, and I could see different stories of suffering throughout the world. It was almost like people were reaching out to me, trying to tell me their stories. It was a weird experience. But yeah, that's how that medicine best worked for me. But in terms of how I'm feeling, I already said last night, I didn't wake up in a panic. But today, I can see myself thinking more clearly, more positively. I can focus on like getting tasks completed. I can focus on self-care. Like I'm staring at my hair right now, like damn, it is dry. But it's okay. I have this conditioner that like really helps most of it. Yeah, I don't feel so overwhelmed by having to do simple tasks. You know, I can handle um, life disturbances while remaining calm, which I don't think I was gonna say I don't think I've had an issue with like necessarily staying calm in the moment. It was more about like not letting things eat away at me on the inside, and I don't feel that. Like I don't feel the rumination as much. I don't like I can just sit outside and enjoy nature without like really thinking deep about the past, or like, oh, I could have done this better, or like I wish it would have happened like this instead of that. Like it allows me to accept things for what they are and what they were more, rather than like dwell on what I think it should have been, or what I think it could have been, or would have been. Yeah, it just allows me to enjoy life more. Um, but yeah, that's day 8 for you.